Hello and welcome to English by Ears. Here at English by Ears, we'll help you train your ears and unlock the secrets of natural English. Hit the subscribe button and let's get started.
This story is about Jason's first flight. Listen carefully.
I'll never forget my first flight. It was a journey into the unknown, filled with equal parts excitement and apprehension. The whole experience was a whirlwind of new sensations and challenges. It all started with the ticket. A small piece of paper with a barcode and a bunch of numbers and letters. It felt like a magical passport to another world. Booking it online was a whole new experience for me, filled with clicks, confirmations, and a growing sense of disbelief that I was actually going to do this. The day of the flight arrived, and I found myself navigating the bustling airport terminal. It was a colossal space, filled with a dizzying array of shops, restaurants, and people rushing in every direction. I felt like a tiny ant in a massive anthill. After what felt like hours of queuing and security checks, I finally boarded the plane. Stepping into the narrow aisle was like entering another planet. The low ceiling, the rows of identical seats, and the hum of the engines created a strange atmosphere. I found my seat, squeezed into the tiny space, and fastened my seatbelt, feeling a mix of claustrophobia and anticipation. As the plane began to move, my heart pounded in my chest. The feeling of lifting off the ground was surreal. For the first time in my life, I was soaring above the clouds. The world below looked like a miniature toy town, and I felt a strange sense of detachment from everything familiar. The flight itself was a blur of in-flight magazines, tasteless airplane food, and the constant white noise of the engines. I tried to sleep, but the excitement kept me awake. When we finally began our descent, I felt a surge of adrenaline. Landing was as smooth as taking off was exhilarating, and soon enough, I was stepping out of the plane into a completely different world. My first flight was a life-changing experience. It expanded my horizons and gave me a newfound appreciation for the vastness of the world. It was a journey filled with challenges, but the rewards were immeasurable.
Now, let's check our vocabulary. Apprehension, which means a feeling of worry or fear that something bad might happen. Whirlwind, which means a sudden, confusing, and violent series of events. Colossal, which means extremely large or great in size or amount. Dizzying, which means causing someone to feel confused or slightly disoriented. Array, which means a large number of things arranged in a particular way. Surreal, which means strange or dreamlike miniature. Very small. Detachment, which means the feeling of being separate from something. Adrenaline, which means a hormone that is produced by the adrenal glands and prepares the body for physical activity. Immeasurable, which means too great or extreme to be measured. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos and more stories.